Welcome to Farmville Weekly News. I'm Ryan Quigley.
And I'm Katie Windlemeese.
Today's stories: the Farmville Firehouse operates through bad weather, and CVS is moving locations.
Also, the Social Justice and Action Leadership Summit took place, and Longwood loses a legend. We begin with how the recent severe cold and snowy weather has had a major impact on the Farmville Volunteer Fire Department. Our very own Natalie Joseph has more on the story.
I'm Natalie Joseph, standing inside the Farmville Volunteer Fire Department. With all the inclement weather recently, the operations of the fire department have been greatly affected. Farmville Weekly News talked to Fire Chief Andrew Goss about more.
It's been a mixed bag. It's been car wrecks, we had a structure fire, some trees down, a couple burst pipes, fire alarm activations. It's run the gauntlet. Extends response times. Slick roads mean we can't drive as fast. Some roads are impassable, so we have to put chains on the fire trucks. When it gets down below 15 degrees, we have to drain the pumps in the trucks, or else the pump will freeze. So we have to carry water in the tank and not the pump at all. It basically extends times for us and makes things longer for us to get places and do things. The biggest challenge with snow is obviously the slick roads, but also at night our lights reflect snow. It makes things harder for the drivers to see, and it obscures obstacles that we don't want to be in, like ditches, banks. It can take its toll as far as time goes. Sometimes crews stay down here up to 72 hours or more, and they basically live in the station. They cook all their meals here. They just stay here for 3, 4, maybe even a week.
We asked Chief Goss for some tips about how to stay safe this winter. First, to keep your pipes from freezing, keep your water dripping. Second, stay away from kerosene heaters. And third, turn your heat down to a lower level. For Farmville Weekly News, I'm Natalie Joseph.
In other news, the local CVS in Farmville will be switching locations. After 30 years in the same building, the local CVS will now have a new home. Jeffrey Reason has more on the story.
I'm Jeffrey Reason, and directly behind me is the CVS pharmacy located at the Southgate Shopping Center here in town. But directly to my left, you will see their new location in which they'll be moving to in early May as a result of space cramping and a need for a new pharmacy here in town.
Yeah, the store is going to be much bigger. The pharmacy is going to be a lot larger. We're going to have more registers so we can take care of the customers better. Being that there's 2 registers, it gets backed up pretty quickly.
Social Justice and Action Leadership Summit was an all-day leadership conference that focused on the issues of social justice and diversity in the digital age.
Longwood University held its annual Social Justice and Action Leadership Summit this past Saturday. The summit had many speakers and events that were open to the public. I talked to junior Longwood University student Constance Garner, who is a member of the events planning committee.
So our summit went really great this year. This was the second one that I participated in, and this year it was about diversity and social justice in the digital age. So it was about the effects that social media has on social justice.
I used to only know in a physical context that now I also know in a virtual one. And so these things will follow you. In many cases, you have grown up with social media present in your life.
We had a lot of good speakers and a lot of good breakaway sessions. So everything was really great this year. We were really happy with it.
For Farmville Weekly News, I'm Natalie Joseph.
A week later, in 3 games played, Longwood University men's basketball player Jason Pimentel, who was found guilty of sexual battery earlier this semester, continues to play with support of Longwood University's athletic department. The university is gaining attention from the town of Farmville, NBC 12, and other outlets. Students have reported to NBC 12 that they plan to protest the remainder of the men's basketball games. The Lancers will play 1 more game this week.
The man behind President Bill Clinton's powerful speeches is coming to Farmville. Shesol will be speaking at the Moton Museum on February 26th. He will present a lecture on how national politics influenced the civil rights struggle and presidential leadership as part of the Longwood Leadership Forum.
Longwood University's newspaper, the Rotunda, released its official mobile application early last Friday morning. The application was funded by the Student Government Association and will allow the campus newspaper to be easily accessible on various mobile devices.
A few weeks ago, Farmville Weekly News reported about the updates the town is making through walk-to-campus properties. Now, the third and main financial feasibility study team is working on assessing current conditions of 2 former bank buildings at the corners of the North Main and 3rd Street intersection in order to possibly expand and continue to enhance downtown Farmville.
And lastly, beloved former Longwood University basketball player Jerome Kersey passed away at 52 on February 19th after a blood clot, which began in his calf and traveled to his lungs, clogging both of his pulmonary arteries. Kersey was a two-time All-American at Longwood and played the bulk of his 17-year career in the NBA with the Portland Trail Blazers for 11 of those years. He's a member of the Longwood Athletics Hall of Fame, Portland Sports Hall of Fame, and Virginia Sports Hall of Fame, and has a jersey number 54, retired in Longwood University's Willett Hall. Kersey also gave the commencement speech at Longwood's 2009 graduation ceremony. Kersey is survived by his daughter, Kiara, his wife, Terry, and her children, Mackenzie, Brendan, and Maddie. Thank you for watching Farmville Weekly News. I'm Ryan Quigley.
And I'm Katie Windlemeese.
Join us next time for your up-to-date news in the Farmville area.